The 21-year-old #1 tennis player, Iga S, won her second French Open earlier tennis month, extending her unbeaten streak to 35 matches and adding the Grand Slam to her 2022 trophy cabinet, which includes victories in Doha, Indian Wells, Miami, Stuttgart, and Rome. Her best finish at Wimbledon was a fourth-round departure last year, and she has a 4-4 overall grass court record despite having only played 8 matches on the surface at the highest level. Swiatek may only have one warm-up competition under her belt due to the relatively short grass court season, which leaves little time to adjust following 2 months on clay. Wimbledon begins on June 27, therefore Swiatek may only get one warm-up tournament under her belt. She has withdrawn from the Berlin WTA 500 event, which begins on June 13th, citing the importance of relaxation ahead of the tournament. Welcome back to Rally Rackets. In this video, we will talk about the players who can stop Iga Swiatek's insane winning streak at Wimbledon. So let's get started and take a look at the possible contenders. Coco Gauff. Runner-up in the French Open, Coco Gauff is the second favorite to win the tournament, with odds of plus 1,200 after Iga Swiatek. The American enjoyed a fantastic run at Roland Garros, where she did not drop a single set until the final. Coco Gauff feels her confidence has risen as a consequence of her performance at Roland Garros 2022, and Wimbledon is just around the horizon. Due to her victory at the clay court major, Gauff rose 10 places to 13th in the WTA rankings. Coco Gauff will attempt to win her first Grand Slam championship after enduring heartbreak in the French Open final. If she succeeds, the American will become the first teenager since Martina Hingis in 1997 to win Wimbledon. Gauff's serve and movement have improved in recent years, and she now has a solid all-around game, albeit her forehand still has room for improvement. She made the last 16 at Wimbledon last year and expect her to make a splash on grass this summer. Swiatek and Gauff are both aiming for their first grass court quarterfinal, with Swiatek admitting that, despite her junior title, grass is tricky for her. Let's see who can rule the tricky grass of Wimbledon. Emma Raducanu. Despite retiring from a match on Tuesday due to a freak injury, British tennis player Emma Raducanu is hopeful of competing at Wimbledon later this month. Raducanu felt as if she had pulled something on the side of her body when playing Victoria Golubic of Switzerland in a WTA 250 event in Nottingham. However, the US Open champion stated that she is considering returning to the court later in the grass court season. It was disappointing to go out this week with a side injury, and unfortunately, I will no longer be able to play in Birmingham, Raducanu said in a statement released by the Lawn Tennis Association. I'm looking forward to being back on the match court soon, though, to enjoy the rest of the grass season. The 19-year-old Raducanu reached the 4th round of last year's Wimbledon on her Grand Slam debut. She is one of the contenders for Wimbledon 2022 who can possibly beat Iga Swiatek and end her streak. Belinda Bencic. You could make a case for new American #1 Jessica Pegula or American #2 Danielle Collins, but Bencic has the grass experience that could see her impress over the next month. The Olympic champion has a decent career record on the surface, making 4 finals, and her game looked in good shape on clay. Even in defeat to Leylah Fernandez in the 3rd round of the French Open, she played well enough to win. She's yet to make a strong run at Wimbledon and suffered a shock first-round exit as the 9th seed last year. However, with the field looking open, she could come to the fore. Naomi Osaka. With odds of plus 1,300, Naomi Osaka is the 3rd favorite to win Wimbledon this year. This season, the Japanese player's most notable achievement was reaching the final of the Miami Open. Despite withdrawing from the WTA grass event in Berlin due to an Achilles ailment, Naomi Osaka is still in the game and must be considered a contender in every slam she joins. However, the 4-time major winner has not to go past the 3rd round in 3 attempts and may require a favorable draw to help her gain momentum in her bid for a first Wimbledon title. Simona Halep. Then there's Simona Halep, who understands what it takes to win Wimbledon. The Romanian won the All England club title in 2019 and has more experience than the bulk of her opponents. having reached the Wimbledon quarterfinals 4 times and appearing in 5 Grand Slam finals altogether. Halep has put in some strong performances this year, and a victory would give her her 3rd Grand Slam singles crown. Ons Jabeur. After her shocking first-round exit at the French Open, Jabeur may be flying under the radar coming into the grass season. After a successful clay swing, the new world number 4 was one of the favorites at Roland Garros, but he was one of several seeded to fall out early. She might, however, swiftly regain her form on grass, which she has previously stated is her preferred surface. Last year, Jabeur won her maiden grass court title in Birmingham, and she also defeated wia tek in the Wimbledon quarterfinals. After losing 5-7, 6-1, 6-1, wia tek was effusive with compliments for her opponent. "I think she just has a flow," said wia tek. "She's using all the skills that she has. It's working out well for her. I mean, she just has all the skills to play on grass, and that's great." wia tek also praised Jabeur for her outstanding returns after she broke her serve 7 times. Jabeur will be one to watch at Wimbledon if she can put her French Open setback behind her. Karolina Pliskova. Pliskova's season has been a struggle so far, with a 6-8 win-loss record. However, the former world number 1 has been rehabilitating from an arm injury that kept her out for the first few months of the year, and she has the weapons to challenge most players on grass. She breezed through the tournament at Wimbledon last year, not dropping a set until the semifinals. When her game-changing first serve mostly left her, she pushed Ashley Barty to 3 sets in a tense final. Pliskova should be a factor at Wimbledon 2022 if she is fully healthy and serves effectively. wia tek won her 35th consecutive match and her 6th tournament in a row with her victory in the French Open. Since Ash Barty's sudden retirement, wia tek hasn't lost a single match, and she currently owns the equal longest winning streak in women's tennis this century. The Pole's unbeaten streak is currently tied with Venus Williams' record of 35 consecutive matches set in 2000, and one ahead of Serena Williams' record of 34. wia tek joins Martina Navratilova, Steffi Graf, Margaret Court, Chris Evert, Martina Hingis, Monica Seles, and Venus Williams as the only women in the Open era to win at least 35 consecutive matches. Since the turn of the century, only Roger Federer, 42 in 2006, and Novak Djokovic, 43 in 2011, had longer victory streaks. She may have her job cut out for her if she wants to keep the streak going on grass, which is her least favorite surface after clay and hard. But still, she's the favorite. Let's see if the likes of Emma Raducanu, Naomi Osaka, Karolina, and others can rise up to her level and end her streak. So this was all from the video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Also, we would love to have your thoughts on the Iga Swiatek streak and the possible players who could end her streak. See you all with another video soon. Don't forget to press the bell icon so you do not miss any updates. Thank you.